Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will have the football first. When these two get together, there is no inclination to take your foot off the gas. And the last time these two met, Oregon full throttle and finished the blowout.
And I think Oregon fans and Oregon people around the building would tell you this is kind of their new squad now. This is the way this rivalry is going to go. Oregon getting more talent, more national attention. This team looks like a team that's ready to break through, win a national championship.
Yeah, a lot has been made about how Oregon's roster is built to succeed in the Big Ten. Physical in the trenches, but they still got the talent on the perimeter and the skill spots. That showed up the last time they blew Washington.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Dropping back, it's Matt. Finds the tight end. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man open. Turning it on. He's got the sidelines going. Gets it down to the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the first drive into the pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll operate out of split backs. Give to Brown. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Defensively, you'll take the slowdown. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working on the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week long.
Touchdown, Ducks! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard
He's got it on the outside. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Washington sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and use it.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. And that's incomplete. knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the boot, looking for his man. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete on the comeback. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the lone running back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Sweet cut there. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And they did tack on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Moore will throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the tackle with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Still running at the 40. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. quarterback run game gives you numbers, but the Ducks always seem to have a guy who can really hurt you with his legs.
And they've always been smart to use those numbers to their advantage. Oregon football, when I think about them, I think about running quarterbacks. I think about them being one of the first ones to be willing to run the quarterback consistently. I would do it too. It gives you that advantage.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you can tell he
breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
He's down. And they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll try to add another to their lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth in that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Moore to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He breaks a tackle. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up. It's 3rd and 7.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Avoids pressure. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Presley. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best.
It's picked off. That's number 10. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, great return to give the offense tremendous field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Otten. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Mack. Fierce the pressure. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's caught. It's Harris. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
2nd down, he'll throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
third down play from the gun. Escapes the sack. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore will throw. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And the Huskies will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open the second half with a run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Go into the half and you're down. Like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Scanning the field, it's Mack. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Those tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
And he's knocked down.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Brown. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Ducks are rolling down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to throw, it's Mack. Under fire. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down, now they're staring at fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Connection to the right. Touchdown Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Quick toss. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Mack. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
That one could really... This drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. Turning it on. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Dropping back, it's Mack. Here's a hit. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped and he just lost his concentration. Look at all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on 1st down from the 30. Pulls it, fires to the left. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Moore.
Love the play by the wide receiver because he didn't get lazy. He adjusted his route accordingly so the depth got past the 1st down marker, and now he's helping out his offense keep the drive alive.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more...
There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum.
Lots of room to run. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Going right to work up top. Snagged out of the air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Great penetration by this deep. They knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option, and not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Give to the running back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with